Hello world, it's DVNO in the building. Welcome to my little home studio. This is where I do most of my work and magic of that nature. And I realized, I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, and I never really took the time and just made content where I just kind of just talked about myself and kind of give you guys about an idea of what I really do here and what's my goals, things of that nature. So this is what that video is for. Shout out to anybody that's also been helping me out, helping me get my first 500 views on the comeback music video. I know it's so hard to market in hip hop, especially because the competition is so much. But to anybody that's been sharing it, to anybody that's been liking it, commenting on the video, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It's I know the competition is super thick, and you guys taking the time and showing love to the song, I really do appreciate it. But on that note, I want to talk about a little bit of my come up and how I came to be DVNO. And it all really started when I was really young, got really into hip hop. I think maybe way too young. My father used to play a lot of hip hop songs. I was really deep into Eminem and 50 Cent and Dr. Dre and all these type of characters, and I just fell in love with production. I fell in love with the beats. I fell in love with the rhymes, even though I didn't fully understood the rhymes or what they were trying to say in their profanities. I was just not obsessed. I just loved it. I loved it so much, and I was always looking forward to hang out with my dad because he would always blast these songs in his car with the big speakers in the back, and the whole neighborhood would know he was coming every time he would pick me up. And as time progressed, I got into music activities. I joined the school band in 6th grade, picked up the alto saxophone, and just got really deep into that from 6th grade to 9th grade in my freshman year of high school. I started doing marching band, and for anybody that knows marching band, it's not an easy task, but nothing that you want in life is gonna be easy. So I took the time, took many hours practicing my sax, practicing the steps, memorizing the songs, things of that nature, and I just fell in love with me being involved with music. I just loved it so much. And as crazy as that sounds, there was even a point where I was like, all right, I gotta take this more seriously. So I even took a music theory course in high school. And I come to find out I'm trash at music theory. I don't know if I was just not paying attention enough, or I had a lot going on at that time myself as a person. But I failed and flunked out of my music theory class first trimester. And it was low-key embarrassing because I remember thinking, oh, I'm not good. I'm not a good artist. How can I be an artist if I'm not even passing the first trimester of music theory? And it really pushed me away, and I was kind of depressed about it for a little while. But after high school, I said, why not? I was really deep into college and trying to do well in college. And in my first year of college, I picked up a tablet and I downloaded a beat making software called FL Groove. And FL Groove is the baby version of FL Studio for those people that know. And I was just making beats on there. And I had 2 tower speakers for my 2 speakers just stacked on top of each other. And I had a dual auxiliary cord that connected to both of them from my tablet. And I'm not gonna lie, the beat sounded a little corny, and sadly enough, none of you guys will ever get to hear that mess. But at that time, when I first started making beats, I was literally in love. Beats were trash, but the process I fell in love with. I love making that kick match with that snare, matching with the 808 and the bass, and putting my synths and my bells and all that stuff. I was literally just turning into my own little thing at that time. And this was back in 2014. Let's fast, and as times progressed, I started dropping songs. I first started dropping songs under Illuminati King. And I learned over time that that's not the most marketable way to put myself out there. So I instead made the decision, I think 4 or 5 years ago, to change my name from Illuminati King to DVNO. I just love how DVNO sounds. I feel like it's a good way to describe myself. It's how I view myself, and I feel like that's just how people should view themselves as well. So went with DVNO, dropped a couple songs, and things were starting to really mold and things of that nature of like what my sound was supposed to be. I was doing hip hop, I was doing a lot of rock, a lot of alternative stuff. I even did a little bit of singing, and it was like, people were like showing love, crazy enough. So I say all that to say this: you're gonna have these thoughts in your brain, you're gonna have these goals and aspirations, and people are gonna always tell you, don't do that. Why don't you do something more secure? Why don't you go to college, get a nice job, make lots of money? And trust me, guys, for my first 2 years of college, I ended up doing accounting classes just because I believed that was going to make me a lot of money. And I was doing well. I was getting A's and B's. But I learned that this is not what I want to do in the long run. Because in the midst of all of that, I was getting very deep into music production and making my own songs and beats and sharing it with my friends and SoundCloud. And I felt like I can really do this. I've made song beats, but I've not recorded anything. But I was at that moment, that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Whether I was rich or poor, that's what I wanted to do. So halfway through college, I took the decision and I switched my major from accounting to telecommunications, and I went to Ball State University. Because I was also very involved in a lot of video stuff when I was really young. Me and my neighbors, we used to shoot videos, like funny little videos on YouTube and upload them. And we thought we was freaking, everything in a bag of chips. And we thought we were the funniest people ever. When the videos were just horrible quality, horrible comedy. We were just a bunch of little scoundrels just being ridiculous. So to now see where I am today from those videos, it's all steps, Find something that you like to do and focus on that. But also find a way to kind of support yourself. And for many years, I was working in a kitchen trying to get this music stuff off the ground. And just recently, past couple of years, I've met some people at Latino Film Dreamers. Like, it was just by chance. I was on Facebook. My mother told me about this group of people that were shooting short films in the area. And me having a telecommunications degree, trying to get in the industry, I said, I got nothing to lose. I better just put myself out there. And they had an audition. And literally, I'm not like the biggest actor ever, but it was the only way I was able to get in contact. I signed up for an audition because for many times I was dropping comments. Where can I send my resume? Where can I send the resume? And I don't think people would take you so seriously on the internet. I never got a response on the internet. But I went and did the audition, and I went in super nervous. It was like, oh my God, these people don't know me. Like, am I even gonna get a part? But I was really more interested of like getting a part behind the scenes. So I told them who I was, what I did. I told them I made music, but I was just trying to do anything to sell me. And weirdly enough, not weirdly enough, I didn't get a part, did not get an acting part. I'm not an actor at the moment. But, a few weeks go by and no callback or anything. And I think it was 2 weeks later, I was at my front porch just sitting down, or my back porch, excuse me, and just seeing that I got a call. I'm like, oh, it might be them, And I get a call as one of the directors. They were just telling me, oh, would you like to help us out for the behind the scenes? Of course. There I was. Yeah. I would love to do that. Finally, I got one shot, one opportunity, like as Eminem would say, So there I was on the set. I was hustling and bustling. I was setting up the lights. I was charging the batteries, help setting up scenes of that nature. And trust me, guys, I did not have much experience, but I was determined to show my interest. I was determined to show that I'm willing to learn, that I'm willing to take tips, I'm taking advice, so that maybe one day I have a better idea on how to do it for my own self and my future music career. And after a couple of days of working with them, they really opened up their arms and said, hey, don't you make music? And I said, yeah, I make music. So I showed them one of my songs that night, and they were just really, really impressed. So then they asked me, hey, you wanna do a song for the short film we're working on right now? And then there I was, this is my moment. I said, of course I want to help out with all that stuff. So there I was. I make the song Sagrada Identidad with a couple local artists, and I'm not gonna lie, the song's a banger. Song's a freaking banger, bro. But I say all that to say this. Time progresses, I make another song for them, and now I'm just starting to develop more connections around that realm. And now I've started working from home, and now I've been able to focus more on the music side of things. So I say all that to say this. The music career is not for everybody. There's gonna be a lot of no's. There's gonna be a lot of you're crazy. There's gonna be a lot of quit up, get a real job. And I say that to say this. You should do what you like, whether it's gonna leave you broke or on the street. As long as you're doing what you love. Not like literally. You should go take care of yourself and take care of your bills. But you should also not dedicate all your time to just making lots of money and taking care of yourself. You gotta take care of yourself in a way where you could go and chase your dreams, you know? Because life is just way too short. Way too freaking short. You never know when you're gonna go. So you need to go and take that chance now, whether you're young, whether you don't have many things going on, to go chase that dream to become what you want to be. Whether it's a videographer, whether it's a rapper, singer, beat maker, things of that nature. I need you to go for yourself and chase your dreams. That's really just the whole message of this video. Go and chase your dreams. Because like now I'm starting to get, I wouldn't say I'm the most popping guy in Indianapolis by any means, but I'm starting to make my name walking around. People are starting to call me DVNO where I go. Like it's kind of crazy. Like I didn't imagine this is what it was gonna be like for me 10 years ago. In 10 years now, here I am in my home studio talking about how the heck I even got here. So just want to say thank you to everybody that showed love to me on the come up, that showed love on my songs, that showed love on the premieres. I want to say thank you to all my friends. I can't name them all, but you know, I also want you guys to go and drop a comment if you made it this far. And I also want to do a Q&A for my next video. So drop your questions. It could be about anything at all, and I'll do my best to answer it. But on that note, I want to say thank you. Till next time. DVNO off.